All right, so if you watched the earlier videos, you saw the dough that we made, and we took dough that rose for about 13 hours in a bulk fermentation, and we threw it in the fridge. Let's see, at 9 a.m. today, and it's 5:30 p.m. So about 8 hours it's been in the fridge. You can leave it in the fridge for 48 hours, no problem. So really the key is having really good dough. All right, so if you've got great dough, it's going to be easier to work with. Not that you can't do nice pizza with dough that was made over the course of 45 minutes, rise, or anything like that, but this dough, because it's been sitting for a long time, is really elastic. And so it means it's going to work well, and the air bubbles in it are going to expand nicely and have more, the dough is going to have more capacity for air bubbles. So with all that preamble, a couple things going on. The oven is preheating. I have a grill stone rock crock in there, as well as the coveted Pampered Chef pizza stone, the new kind that can go in the dishwasher, and that can be preheated for a gazillion degrees forever. Not quite. It's been preheating at 475 for about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna get a few things ready. So the pizza peel. So Pampered Chef has this beautiful looking pizza peel, to which I'm dusting with cornmeal, and in the words of Courtney Marchison, whose husband is Italian, this is like putting little marbles so that your dough just rolls right off. Well, dough can be a little bit wet, so you don't want it to stick to there. So we'll put some flour on our work surface. Now you go watch on YouTube that there are lots of opinions on how you should work with your pizza dough. Some people say you could put a mixture of semolina, which is durum flour, and flour on here because it's not nearly as fine, which I agree. The flour can get all over the kitchen. But the thing is, you want your flour to, your dough to always stay mobile. So you saw how it's stuck there, hey? So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a little indentation. I want to keep this really mobile around the edge. You can see I've got some gas bubbles in here, which is great. That's what we want. And then I'm going to keep this mobile. I'm going to put a little more flour on here. Flip it over. Everything's covered in flour. So now I'm going to start to stretch it a little bit by hand. Paying attention to try to get it fairly round. All right, so again, I want it to stay mobile, so I'm not pounding my pizza crust at all, okay? It's staying really round. Now, another technique I learned off the internet today, which I've never tried before, I'm gonna try here, is I'm gonna slap this pizza a little bit just to remove some of the flour, and I'm gonna pick it up and toss it. Pick it up, toss it. Toss it one more time. Really nice sized pizza, which is going to contract some as it sits on the pizza peel. So now we have a pizza crust sitting on a pizza peel. So, Kraft Italian. This is my daughter's favorite. And so dads out there, you know that you do things to make your daughters happy. I guess it comes from the idea that a happy wife is a happy life, so a happy daughter is a happy father. Doesn't rhyme nearly as good, but it's probably true. So it's even biblical that we like to make our children happy. So some Italian dressing for a white pizza. Let's spread some cheese. Now the beauty, I don't know why the Pampered Chef stone is so great at this, but it's even better than the grill stone at really just creating a great initial spring and creating a pizza that really rises up. So I'm going to put this in the oven now. Is there anything I'm missing? Okay, I'm going to turn around and put this on the grill stone or on the pizza. All right. All right, so here we are. We're going to grab our pizza out in the oven there. Here we go. This has been on our Pampered Chef stone. Look at that, just nice crispy crust on the bottom. The air bubbles have risen quite nicely. And we'll let this cool a bit before we cut into it, but you can see how the pizza has really nice structure. It's really risen, almost like a focaccia. Although you remember, this was paper thin when we tossed it and put it on the stone. So, there you go. All right, so those of you who've been following us tonight, thanks so much. And here we are going for pizza number 2, which is on the grill stone. So again, looks like nice structure in the crust and lots of air bubbles that popped up there. For those of you interested, the crust is crispy, but it's heavier. There's more meat on this crust, as well as I'm just not sure the grill stone performs as well as the Pampered Chef round pizza stone. So my preference is definitely with the new stoneware, although this is not a pizza to scoff at as well. So anyways, that's been our pizza experience today with the nice long rise dough. Comes from Ken Foccacia's recipe: flour, salt, water, yeast. There's lots of other great things in that book too if you're ever interested. So yeah, bon appetit.